Welcome. Nice to meet you. I'm Archer. I'm going to show you some knives. We're going to hop right into it. We have big knives today. We're going to cover them one by one. First knife we're going to talk about is the Spyderco Manix 2 XL. It is an S30V. This is an older knife. I bought this in 2015, I believe, maybe 2016. I have done no modifications to it. It's got a 4-inch leaf-shaped blade. I have sharpened it a few times. You can see a few scuff marks, but I try to keep it the best I can without getting the belly here. It's got the ceramic ball cage locking mechanism. This one, I do plan on putting the ceramic ball in and actually changing this to an anodized lock piece. It's got the stainless back spacer with jimping built into the liners here. As you can see, the jimping is not on the back spacer where it normally would be. We've got standoffs here. We've got a lanyard hole. I don't use a lanyard. I do want a deep carry clip on it. I just don't carry this enough to justify the spend on it right now. It's got the G10 scales on it. One day they'll be aluminum. This knife I don't use very hard. What I did is I worked in a grocery store for a long time, and this was my pallet knife. So everything from opening up the saran wrap on a pallet to breaking down the boxes from the pallet, opening the products, distributing them onto the shelves. This was my everything knife for years. I would say 4 to 5 years. It's a little dirty, but at the same time, it really has worn well and hasn't had any issues. You can see, well, maybe you can see right here. This is actually at the line where I used to just throw it down on my desk. There was a little screw on my desk that always hit that part, and it still didn't wear through. The G10 is still almost perfect. It's just got a little bit of scuffing. Next knife we'll go over. And mind you, these two are not clones. These are real. This is the Benchmade Adamas 275. This one is in D2, so this is the older style. I bought it in 2016. You can tell I've worn it a ton. This was an everyday carry for multiple years. It is huge, it is bulky, it is heavy. When we even compare it to the Spyderco, you can tell the difference in thickness here. It is a big boy. It's got the black G10. It's a Cybert design. Being that it's D2, I don't know if it's CPM D2 or if it's just D2. Either way, it holds an edge for a long, long time. I've probably given it 4 sharpens over its lifetime. This one does have the axis lock. It is nice and smooth. I do give it maintenance every now and then just to make it smooth again. It likes to take any kind of oil in here and just kind of gum it up. So I open it up, get all the oil out, and then I usually use some kind of super lube so that it is food safe, because when we're camping, we use this for food. Third knife here is a Strider clone. This is a flat out clone. This is off Amazon, along with this clone here. We'll go over them a little more as we go. I honestly forget exactly the brand that these are. I have 2 more coming. Let's forget about the brand anyway, because they're not a real Strider. I don't know if I'd buy a real Strider kind of with the background on that anyway. I don't want to talk about that. That's for other people to talk about. This one is a full titanium scaled knife. It has got the frame lock. It is nice and smooth. I should loosen it up just a hair, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let it naturally get a little looser. Ball detent is nice and strong, but it is not drop shut. That's okay. I don't need drop shut, because when I'm using this knife, that means I'm out in the yard whacking on trees, not batoning, but getting branches up, swiping them off. Both of these have D2 blades. These are both modeled after Strider. This one I know is modeled after the DOC, which is the collab with Microtech. These are $30 online. These are $70. These are 70 just because of the scales are titanium, but they are different knives, as you can tell. One of them is a spear point and one of them has got almost the drop point. They are big, they are chunky, they are heavy, they are definitely the same weight, if not even a little more than the Adamas, and the Adamas is a big hefty boy coming in at around 7 ounces. So the blade to handle ratio and all that weight magic ratio stuff doesn't apply to these. They are just big chunky knives that are made for whacking around and having fun. I've ordered 2 more of these in different colors just because I enjoy them. Don't let me fool you. These are absolutely gargantuan knives. These are not what you would consider a normal EDC knife. For $30 though, I really find it hard to have any complaints about them. They lock up nice. They have nice detents. This one is not a frame lock like the other one. This one is a liner lock, which works just fine. It's got a little bit of an early lockup, which is probably in the first 20-25%, as you can see there, which I'm okay with. It'll settle in nicely. I'm not going to be spine whacking this thing to try it out. I'm not going to be using it in ways I shouldn't be. As I close them up, you'll see they all ride at about the same size. I do believe the Adamas ends up being a little bit chunkier while it's closed. Let's stand them up on edge if they will, so you can kind of see the difference in sizing here. Spyderco coming in at the thinnest. These 2 Striders are coming in a little bit thicker, and the Adamas is the thickest. It's got a huge steel frame and it's got a huge G10 slab on each side. This has got the jute micarta, maybe you call it burlap micarta. These ones actually do have proprietary hardware, so as you can see, it's almost the tri-wing hardware from a Microtech. It comes with a little bullet, which is the wrench for it. It looks like a bullet shape, and you can put it on your keychain. You can put things through it to give it a little more torque. I don't have it on hand, or I'd be showing it in the video, but as I do a bigger review into these and all the variants, I'll bring you through the ins and outs of what's going on with them. It just came to me. These are called Ifengro on Amazon. I will link them in the description for you if you want to buy them. I don't have affiliate links. I am not sponsored, and I purchase these all myself. And if you'd like to purchase them, I'd like you to have the joy that I had of being able to be rewarded by making a purchase that you'll enjoy. I do not have enough followers for companies to even send me things, so I don't need to make that disclaimer more than once, but just know that all of these knives are out of my personal collection, and I do not get them given to me. We'll get them a little more in frame, and then for today, I think we'll leave it at that. We're going to go into steels more later on in videos. We're going to go into different handle materials. I just want to review the designs because that's really what counts to me. I am not a hard user of knives. I carry these in my pocket. I use them for pizza at Costco. I have 4 kids, so I use them for everything from opening up toys to using them in the kitchen to handing them to my wife to be able to do things that she wants, and I even do leather work with some of them. These are not slicey enough to be cutting leather in one pass, so I don't use them. This one I suppose you could because it does have that full flat grind on it, but I have never tried it and I don't plan on trying it. I have purpose-built knives for that. Guys, use your knives. Don't let them sit there as little vault bunnies. I understand there are going to be some collectible knives that you would never use, but these are made to be used. Get them out in the wild and start using them. As you can tell, I've used this a ton, even judging by the clip. But the coating, I don't know if it's DLC, I don't know if it's PVD. It's definitely not powder coated, I don't think, but I don't know. Either way, the coating is held up great. There's a little bit of it coming off near the tip where I would be stabbing boxes and things like that, but I'm really surprised at Benchmade's durability on as far as that goes. I don't own a lot of Benchmades. I own this one and 2 more. One of them my wife carries, and then one of them I carry on a normal basis. So guys, if you need any of these knives, links will be down in the description. Just know that the D2 version of the Benchmade Adamas is not available anymore. They've gone to Crewwear, I believe it is. There are auto versions of it. This is the Axis lock version of it. It is not automatic at all. It is manual.